Choo-choo, mofo! Hello, hello, and welcome back to us burning the heck out of the planet. Burn the planet, heck the planet. We have first incinerators. Right, okay, so that's it. This is the news, this is all the episode that you're gonna see, and we're gonna be watching the trash number going down. All jokes aside, we have so many things to do. We need to finish the projects, we need to plan for the rest of the city and the infrastructure, primarily the coal infrastructure, but we're gonna be talking about the field restructuring that we already started doing, which is already done, but we're gonna be working on that a little bit more. And I think it's fine. And then here we're gonna do the same in this direction, and I'm hoping before the end of the episode they're gonna finish these. Let's make sure that they're assigned. So number 2, oh, they're already assigned. Okay, perfect. So dumper trucks have a lot of work to do. By the way, dumper trucks are gonna go crazy how much work they have to do. Okay, so there's time for a new loan, so we can continue being was the 27 like it was in the previous episode, so that's great. Let me see how the border crossing looks like. Nothing is being imported except some coal is being loaded over here, that's fine. We have some tourists coming along, and we have 10,000 rubles of merchandise being imported, plus 2,500 rubles worth of meat being imported, and then another 600 rubles of this coal, and then we have some food exports, and then we have fuel imports. That's a big one. But anyway, this means that I think, as far as I understand, we're gonna be fine for a few more weeks, days, until the finances like import overtake the export and stuff. But all in all, we're gonna do a little bit of a financial analysis, how everything is going. We're gonna try to speed up some of the construction that is happening over here. I need these guys to finish this as soon as possible, and we're gonna soon start on the oil infrastructure. We're gonna start construction of the oil infrastructure. We need to start planning for the fire department around here, because we need to ensure that everything here is covered with, well, fire department. I will be making research. Let's see what's right. High voltage power cables. Pollution filters. This is something that we might investigate now. Oh, by the way, this is shutting off from time to time because buses here deliver like hundreds of people, and definitely all 5 replacement work. Oh, actually, they are more mixed now. This is much better. This is much better. I wanted to say that they stop working, but that they don't now. So this is way better. Currently, they're not working 100%. They are 75% efficient, but that's due to heat not being required, because the only heat exchanger we have is being shared between 2 heating plants. So I was kind of praying for this heat to be more needed while we have excess waste. I'm gonna just tell you the numbers here. This is again cheat mode on, just so we can see the better percentages. But this number here we started was 8839, so we just got 1%, and that will be 80 tons of waste burnt off here. So just a heads up, that's very, very glorious. Also, I redirected all dumper trucks to deliver waste directly into the incinerator, which doesn't make any sense on the great scheme of things, but it is easier for them to deliver it here. You see where the city is, where the waste is generated, so deliver it from here to the incinerator, then go all around the industrial estate. So we're gonna have even less traffic on this road, a little bit less, but nevertheless. Are we still? Alright, this is local hazard. What? Alright, this is the testing vehicle. But I was trying to separate plastic waste from everything else. Looks like from hazardous pile. Looks like we cannot do that, which is exactly what we expected. I will employ this vehicle in, which one was it again? This one here, right, let's go with this one here. Employ it here, looks like they're quite busy. I am not sure what the busy part is with regards to these vehicles, but I'm gonna go and inspect some of the container stands, the big ones being the biological waste near the livestock farm, which looks like it's working fine. That's okay. Let's inspect some of the city containers. All of them are empty. There's not a single one that is full. I'm gonna go around and just check a few of them, and that's enough for me. And now we need to go for the overview of the waste 3 kilometers and look for the weird colors or even weird numbers. We have 65 tons over here, but this is from way before we had this container stand. And I wish that there was an option so that we can empty these, like for example here 77 tons. If we go all the way down to waste, if this is not moving, if waste is not being collected, that means it has somewhere to go, which is always a great thing to see. So if we go around and look for yellow marks for the Karl Marx, for the having a little bit more waste than it should. Like red is over 100%, yellow is close to 100%, I believe. I don't know over which number, but you can see that all of these are in nice numbers. So I'm just gonna go and check this guy here. Do you have a waste connection anywhere? Yes, you do. Perfect. There we go. That's it. This is what we're gonna leave now, and that's about it. Right. Perfect. That's all okay. We are still collecting. Whoa, 130 tons. This is very, very interesting. October, November. We have 2 months to empty these fields. I'm just gonna double check the rest of the field. Oh, wow. Oh my. That's a lot of resources, a lot of crops on the fields. A lot. Yeah, I'm just wondering if they're gonna be able to get them all in. I'm just gonna check the farm. It's full of kolkhozniks. These are very well, they're very realistic trucks for this type of farming, so I'm really happy about it. Soon enough they're gonna start interrupting traffic here. I'm actually gonna allow the main. I'm gonna allow. Oh, right, we have this one as well. Do we need this? It's still not done. This little bit here I want to turn into gravel as well, but maybe not now. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it a few moments so they can empty these 2 fields. It would be nice if we can prioritize the fields, but now unfortunately we can't. Oh, money. Good thing that I just noticed this. Let me see what the trucks are saying. You're gonna be importing coal, import, and then export. I think it's a red flag for us that we need to get a new loan. So we're gonna go for 5 years. We're gonna go for 200,000. Borrow money, and there we go. Currently we are at 4,388,000. Last year we were at 4.4 million after we took a loan. 4.45, so this is significant improvement, over 70k. We don't have any big projects that I started yet, but we have this project, and we have a project here. This one is going to require a few tons of steel because it has a tram infrastructure as well, but we will need this finished eventually. Coal. All of it is going to be very expensive. I'm kind of hoping to kind of pay. Oh, we actually finished this. That's very interesting. Ooh, look at these guys. They're still working on this. Okay, so that means we have some projects to assign for our construction offices. 1, 2, and 3. That means 1 and 3 have capacity. So cables. Let's go with 1. Yoink. Priority. And then we have splitter. That's 3. Yoink, and priority. And then we have road, cargo station. Let's go with 1. Bus 1. No priority. And then roads. All of these roads are just roads. Some of these roads are not roads. Can you imagine? But they are the tram lines as well, which are gonna require people to do stuff about this. Yeah, looks like we are having a lot of work being done everywhere, so we're gonna have to focus on that. Currently, we're gonna go unemployment too high. You remember that I banned people from living in, moving into this building. That means that we are slowly depopulating this building, but that says people, let's call it, move out or pass away or whatever. But hopefully we're gonna be eventually depopulating this. I don't need any more people here, but I would like to focus if we can increase the people's happiness. Looks like in many aspects, that's the only thing that they need is jobs, but also there's sometimes we can see a culture. So I'm gonna go and do this is the main culprit of the whole situation. This little house of whoa, traffic jam. Pause. What is wrong here? Did I actually tell them to wait to be loaded? Maybe I already did the wrong thing. Oh, I did. Okay. Okay, good that we got this notification, because this is what I was afraid from before. Stopped production. Food. Why? Because it's full of full storage of food? No. Why did you stop production? We need to investigate. What? Is it storage as well? Because we have a problem with storages. Problem with storage is that we need both vehicles here, and we need container trucks to start exporting containers. But primarily we were not able to unload all the goods that need to be packed into containers. Why is this one not being packed? Is it full? Oh, okay, it wouldn't dock. Couldn't stop here. That was weird. Anyway, they're queuing up like crazy now, and we're getting some stuff that we can pack in containers, but that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, I'm actually not against making these very early on in the game, just because you can pace them, and I love seeing container trucks just, you know, flying around the roads. I think they look very cool. Some of these are gonna be going empty, but let's see if I can change these. I just sent some of these container trucks, container loading facility, so I can send it back in that direction. This guy is going, nope, nowhere. This guy is going container loading facility. You can go there. And just because they're empty, I can send them back over here, even though I think we have decent capacity for container loading now. Yeah, anyway, crisis averted, crisis averted. What did I want to do? I wanted to make our people happy. So I said that this is a problem with the happiness of our people, and I will shut this one off. And actually, I'm gonna go all in and destroy this house of culture. I'm gonna talk about this house of culture and behavior of people in this game. So I'm gonna just mark this for destruction, because I'm 100% sure that this is what I want to do. This house of culture is doesn't have enough capacity to house all the people that want to enjoy culture. So we have to have additional one, and this is causing problems of people being less happy than they should be, and this is the only way I can. Oh, price level. Let's lower the price on this bad boy. Yeah, there we go. So the only way to do this is to provide them with enough culture space, and then I built the second house of culture, this pod akcja, akcją, I think it's pronounced in Polish, but yeah, this one. What's with this? Doesn't matter. But the problem was that this one is closer to most of the buildings, most of the populated buildings, and most of the people actually went to this one because it was closer. But because they didn't have enough capacity, they waited, and some of them never got served. And there was a backlog of people, so they didn't go between those two houses of culture and then, you know, wherever there's capacity they go there. No, they go to the closest one and just wait constantly, which I think it's a bug, or it doesn't seem like a normal behavior how people should behave. But yeah, anyway, that should have been resolved now, and I'm happy about it. Why is there no plastic? Here there is plastic. Okay, that's fine. While we were talking about the trash, I'm gonna go inspect the rest of the buildings here. You can see the culture. Let me see the distances here. Okay, these guys are covered now. They should be covered. And then we have pub tavern. This is a pub/tavern. I still think they can walk to maybe not pub tavern, but they can walk to the bus station and then go to another. Not bus will not deliver them, but they're gonna go. They can walk to another station that is within walking distance of a bus station. Yeah, that's also interesting thing. I need to see how I can design this city because Palmanova 2.0 will have decent amount of space on the inside of the ring. On the inside, whoa! Look at them go! Whoa, cool, very cool, love it. Oh, this one is being finished. Cool. We're gonna have. I made a decision that I'm gonna be making inner ring also accessible for the. For building these buildings that needs to be supplied, that can be supplied with non-residential buildings, let's call it like that. So for example, I have some here, but I found out that first of all there's a lot of space in here, at least in the design of the cities that I like. So much so that 1/4 of the whole city here, which I kind of consider finished population size-wise, not finished like how I want it to look. No, absolutely not. How it's gonna be perfect is if we all have these Cerak buildings. These are yellow brick building. Have them everywhere because they're highest quality of living. Those are the Yugoslavian type style buildings. Have them everywhere because this is gonna make the people the happiest. Also, they have decent density, and also So what would be the next step? I would be populating this part and start demolishing almost everything here, especially low quality buildings, and replacing them with a higher quality. Like this one is 76%, so easily this building would have to be demolished. Unfortunately, I don't think we can demolish it. You have to move people first, and in order to move people you need to have free space for them, and we don't at the moment. So like for example, if I want to mark this one for demolition, it would help that I prevent people from moving into this building like I did with this one, but yeah, eventually it's gonna be depopulated. Too many uninvestigated cases. This is again fake news because that's from before, and everything seems to be under control at the moment. I'm gonna double check here. There's not even cases that I need to investigate. In previous episode we had problems with the prison population, which dropped off down to like 50%, prison security 96.7, and we had 2 escapes last year, which is not a problem anymore. Criminality, we can double check these. There was one guy with 95%. I bet that guy is still here. It was 95, and they have to be in here because that was a, I think, 1.9 year case. 10%. I cannot see that person. No, this is female. I'm looking for a male. Oh, do their prison sentences run faster than they're reflected in the game because their lifespans are much shorter? Yeah, this is not the guy. I might remember the name. I don't have it on top of my tongue, but if I saw the name, I might recognize it. But I can't see anybody. So their prison sentences also could be much shorter than the actual like year, because I think the lifespan of people in the game is only 2 years, and then like what happens with their, do they die in prisons then? Probably not. I think it could be reflective of their prison sentence. I don't know. I'll have to talk to people about this and see if anybody did testing on this, because I did not. Okay, let's go and inspect a couple of kindergartens. There seems to be kindergartens for some reason. They're still saying that some kindergartens are full, even though it looks like there's like 20 places here. Workers without jobs are the only thing that I'm fine with them complaining about, because currently we have a huge unemployment, which is a good thing in my opinion. Because we will need all those workers very, very shortly. Yeah, that's it. I might, in order to speed up demolition some of these places, I might even allow them to build some of these and then notify when finished and prevent anybody from moving in. Yeah, so we can maybe start on some of these. Do we have capacity? Absolutely we do. 1 and 3 have nothing to build. So we're just gonna go and this road is gonna be done shortly. This road is being paved. Substation has several stages to finish. Quite realistic. Shotkey, right? I think was the one who was making these mods. Absolutely glorious. Research program finished. Apex. That's OPEC. Apex. Electricity connection to Soviet countries. Just research. Don't even care what. Just research because we need to finish this, and I'm thinking about medical university as well eventually, but yeah, I mean, like, not bother too much by it at the moment. Okay, so let's see how we're doing here. Oh, more than 2%. We lost more than 2% of the dump capacity. Empty hold storage. I don't want to press that. Because it's creating money now for us. Ta-da! We're earning money. Because it's substituting heating, coal heating, partially. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, we're done. This is start of the winter, but we are full. Okay, so let's see if we stop importing electricity now. Boom. Okay. And now let's see our power plant. 50%. Okay, night is falling. Perfect. Let's see it. Blinky blink. Is anybody blinky blinking? Not at the moment. Looks like we are. I need to follow this up and see how we're doing with the coal supplies. They are delivering, of course. We're using coal, of course. All that good stuff. But I'm happy. 1,000 tons of coal. It can last us here for, without additional supplies. It can last us for 100 days, so 10 days would be 120, so like 80 days, something like 80 days, 80, 90 days, 85 days I think, this storage. But we are constantly delivering more coal, so I'm kind of hoping that that's gonna be, you know, but we'll see. But, and also this is working only like 50-60%, so it's like much less than that. But it is far from the border. It does require a lot of trucks. Border crossing can be clogged and stuff. So yeah, but we're not importing electricity. So yeah, that's another benefit of this setup. I cannot get my eyes off this. How we are turning waste into heat. That's absolutely glorious. I just reminded myself of one problem with dumping mixed waste directly into this building. This works while their heat is needed. Once the heat is not needed, it has only 30-ton capacity. So this is not a be-all end-all solution to this. So yeah, we're gonna have to be on top of that. Refinery is... well, they're making the road for the refinery. I think I might have to... Do I want to start on the rest of the infrastructure? No. Oh, they finished this road. Cool, cool, cool. There's a couple of more roads they need to finish, and that's enormous amounts of... I'm still thinking that we should build another construction offices for the new cities. I think that's probably the best thing to do, but I'll still play around with this because that's an enormous expense. Building one or more of these setups, that would be one more of these closer to the new city. I'm kind of 100%, 99.99% sure that we need this for the city, that there's going to be so much work to do that this construction office is not going to be able to handle it. So yeah, and that we're going to need not only one for here but one for here. Oh, are we done here? No. 52 tons October. We still have time for this crop to be finished or picked up, but 92 tons of crops on some of these 52 tons of crops on some of these fields. Absolutely glorious. I need to destroy 4 of these fields, by the way, and then we need to destroy the road. Talking about destruction, let's go and check out our library, or House of Culture. Does not exist anymore. Boom. We're done here. And you can even see that there's no any sign of its previous existence. Well, there we go. Kindergarten has its own waste disposal. Perfect. works perfectly fine. Yeah, so this is more or less what I was planning to present to you in the beginning, but we're gonna be continuing on now. 100 and oh right, gravel. How are we doing with gravel? Look at this. We are producing so much gravel that even people here cannot consume as much as we are producing. So that's a great thing to have, I think. But this is only the beginning. Like, this is like 10,000 people country. In reality, what we did in previous Elementaria, I think we had like 40,000 people, where we did ship ship the gravel with trains around the map. Trains is another thing that I would love to have here, but unfortunately I think finances don't allow us to have that. Finally, people are not a problem. We don't have to import and educate people. We actually need to create more workplaces. And talking about that, let's cover the basics about new workplaces. We have the steel industry. Let's see what industries we are missing. Let's go in the list of stuff that we can export and see if we can produce something. Alcohol is something that we're missing from the basic production. That's something that I would really like to have, and I'm really shocked that I actually didn't do it yet, because beer. Aluminium, that's a little bit more difficult because there's several stages of aluminium. Oh, ash. Oh, we can import ash. We earn money. Asphalt, we make that. Bauxite, again, this is aluminium industry. Biological waste, bitumen, that's dinosaur juice. We make it with burnable waste, that's fine. Cement, I don't think that's justifiable. Let's see the cement industry. First of all, if you want to export cement, you need to produce enormous amounts of cement because it's relatively cheap, comparable, let's say, to bitumen. You can see here, cement, bitumen, 20 times, 15 times. So there's a big difference between those two, and what we need to do is if you want to create cement, we need to have a lot of coal, which we can, but also it's a bulky cargo, and probably at least trains would be needed for this. This guy is broken. We can allow repairs. Yeah, sure, go for it. Maybe I should just ignore it until the winter and then deal with it then, because vehicles are gonna go and be repaired. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Then I can do all the repairs. But there's also, if I have like two farms this close to each other, maybe I should plan for them like this to be close to the repair station and have a small repair station in between two farms. I don't think that would be too difficult. Maybe it would be. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay, so next up, industries. We are talking about cement, bulky, a lot of coal. Coal needed, decent amount of coal, but a lot of gravel, but it's bulky and cheap to export, so I don't know. Chemicals, that's a jackpot. You need to do that. I did it only for like domestic consumption, which I failed to do as well, because we are working, this small chemical plant is working like crazy, but we're not even sustaining ourselves with current consumption numbers. Clothing, on top of it. Coal, didn't touch it. Coal, ignore. Concrete, there. Construction waste, we're doing it. Crops, we're producing it. Electrical components, that's a good one. We're gonna talk about electrical components because it requires several things, but if you want to build it from ground up, probably bigger chemical factory would be one of the first things we should go for. Chemical factory needs dinosaur juice, would be a good thing to have. Dinosaur juice would be a good thing to have, but I'm gonna ignore it for now. We'll see. I mean, the bigger chemical plant, I think it's like one of those cheat modes, especially if we get dinosaur juice, like start producing our own dinosaur juice, like the crude oil. We need that for chemical production. I mean, you don't need a lot of it. It's like 1.5 to 1 for oil, but that could be. Let's see the finances of import. Let's see, October this year we imported 76,000 rubles of dinosaur juice. It is 50 most common import that we have. Well, look at electricity and this. Now we actually stopped stop exporting power, stop importing it, and we started export. No, we didn't start exporting. We just don't import it anymore. We'll see how that's gonna work out anyway. Bitumen, that would yeah, that's actually a good point. And then electronics. Electronics is a complicated thing because we would need to have electrical components and then plastics, which we also don't make. We would have to import that too. So yeah, very interesting. Alcohol is a simple one, but I think it's just a baby steps towards like kinda, you know, farming, and it takes a lot of space. I don't even know where I would put next farming. It could be even here. It does have a lot of rocky ground here that I would like to get rid of, but yeah, farming. We were doing a lot of farming at the moment. What's the imports of alcohol? Import alcohol this year 58,000, and then last year altogether alcohol was 74,000. I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, could justify building it because in a few years it will pay off plus the exports. But a lot of space and a lot of farming, which we already do a lot of, so I'm not sure if I want to go for it. Steel, too complicated. Electronics, we need to talk about it. Electrical components, we need to talk about it. Going back to the... here. Fertilizer, fabric, explosive, electronics, electrical components, we're gonna talk about it. Fuel, we are kind of going in that direction as well. Iron ore and steel, that's similar to oil. It's a lot of work. And a lot of oil is simpler than coal and iron because in steel. Because in steel you have two big branches of coal production and iron production, and in dinosaur juice is only one dinosaur juice split into two. Bitumen and fuel. It's simpler, in my opinion. Liquid fertilizer, we have it. Meat, mechanical components. We're going to talk about mechanical components as well. Nuclear is way too expensive and advanced for us. Plastic, oh, that's an interesting one. Plastics is, we need chemicals, I think, for plastics. And anyway, nuclear, skip. Bauxite is aluminium. Prefab panels, we're making those. Wastewater, wood, we're making most of these. Okay, so three things we need to talk about is electrical components, mechanical components, and electronics. So is it worth importing, exporting, dealing with this? Good question. Let's talk about it. Let me just check the waste levels here. 88.39. Let's see if I will. We used 3% of waste. And this guy is unloading waste, which is being burned straight away. Absolutely glorious. I love how this is working. We are burning through all the waste that we have, so this is gonna serve us. This, obviously, we're getting more than 12 tons of waste through, during the day. How long is gonna be working the heating plant? I expect max half a year, max 6 months, so that means it can burn max like 6 tons of mixed waste per year continuously, which is not going to be continuously, it's going to be seasonal, but that also means that I'm going to have to seasonally dump all this waste. That are going to be 6 tons, 600 tons times 3, 2,000. Oh, 2,000. Yeah, how much are we producing again? Production of waste, industry, mixed waste, let's go last year. 900 tons, and then people last year mixed waste 500, 1,500 tons. So technically, yeah, my rough calculations are that we will be able to burn all the waste, mixed waste that we are producing right now. This is obviously not heating our republic because we were using like 50%, more than 50% of this heat, and even now we're using like 40% or more of this heating capacity to heat our city, one city, and we will need at least 2 of these, and there's no way in hell we can produce 4,000 tons of mixed waste to heat this. This is just offsetting it, and I'm happy with this. Continue doing the good job. Okay, so let's talk about, I think this is the easy one, low-hanging fruit, mechanical components. So this is, let's talk about a couple of factories. I know there's a very nice mods, realistic mods. I won't mention like if you need any more details, we can talk about it. But mechanical components, that would be, here we go, mechanical components factory. Look how much steel they convert into mechanical components. So vanilla here converts 22 tons of steel into 15 tons of mechanical components. For easier calculation, let's say that it's 20 tons of steel. So we're gonna price the steel 10% more just to ease the calculation. So that's 4 to 3. 4 tons of steel to 3 tons of mechanical components, 4 to 3. If we go and check the prices on the market, this was often was a big deal. Mechanical components cost 850. That would be to sell. To buy, it's 940. But I think this is important one if you want to export it. We would have to import steel, and this steel needs to be worth less than 635. Let's say 37.5. I think 35. The rubles, 635. I don't know what the price of steel is. Price of steel is, oh, it was on the previous page. No, it should be here. $400. Okay. So now we get 4 tons of steel, 1,600 to get 3 tons of mechanical components. Okay, currently it's worth running this industry, but these things change, and my experience, oh sorry, that's buying 513. I said 6. Yeah, we have 100 rubles wiggle room in between the price of steel versus price of imported steel versus price of exported mechanical components, because like I said, conversion is alright. And plus I need to raise the price of steel by 10% because I lowered the 22 and tons towards 15 tons of mechanical components. So that means that steel, we need to calculate that it's 10% more steel than this. So currently 10% of imported steel, which is 517, will be 51.7, and 51.7 on top of this will be 561, 51.7, yeah, 568 or 569, which is even closer to 63. We only have like 60 plus rubles that we would be earning per ton of this. And vehicles can carry like 3-4 tons of mechanical components. I don't think this is viable industry of importing steel and exporting mechanical components, and previous playthroughs that I played, they even showed even worse things, that we were wasting money by importing steel and converting it into mechanical components. But that was just a historical, calculations. Of course, it heavily depends on your prices of materials that you're importing and exporting. There we go. So this is the easy calculation that it's not worth it. Let's go and assign some construction projects to these guys, and let me just see. 1 is free, 2 nothing, 3 is free. We can go and give them something to do. Plumbing still being worked on. Plumbing, I think this is just about. Let's go bus 3. Okay, this is gonna be bus 1. And then we're gonna go here and bus 2 because we have capacity. And then road, nope. These roads, just leave them alone, they're really not important. Unless they have electronics that we need to install, everything is gonna be on its own. That's it. So next up, we have electronics. Let's go electrical components first. So electrical component, right. So just wanted to touch upon the mods, because some of the mods that I like to use, like these ones here, they have even worse combination. The small mechanical components factory, it's 50% wasted steel. So you literally have to have steel half the price of mechanical components in order to make it worth, rather than importing mechanical components. So this would be wasting your money. This one here that I love so much, I really do, because I think it's a good trade-off for having a small, low worker impact mechanical component, that's very good when you either have very small amounts of steel or you're just starting off. There's a big punishment that they waste more materials, while the other ones, bigger ones, are literally 50% of the vanilla one. Workers, mechanical components, steel, everything is more or less 50%, which is more realistic, so whatever calculation we ran for the mechanical components goes for the other one as well. Okay. Electronics, this is something that we still didn't research, but we can go and dip into this. They require a lot of chemicals. Steel imports, yes. So let's try to get a calculation here. I'm gonna rough it up. I'm gonna say that it's 2 to 1. It's 2 to 1 plastics, 2 to 1 steel, and I'm gonna say 2 to 1 chemicals to be on a safe side with conversion. So for 2 tons of electronics, we need, let's see, 2 tons of electronics. Is it worth going for? This is the prices, so we're gonna go for electronics. We're gonna calculate all the imports, even though we're gonna have our own plastics, chemicals, I don't know, and what was the third thing that we didn't talk about? The third thing is the steel. Okay, so electrical components, we need 1 ton of steel, 1 ton of plastic, 1 ton of chemicals, for ease of calculations to get 2 tons of electronics. So let's see the price of electronics. Electronics first. No, sorry, electrical components, my bad. It's 2,700 tons. Sorry, rubles. That will be the export value. If we go and produce electronics, we're gonna need, for this, we're gonna need for this, that will be 5,400. Oh, that just changed significantly. Whoa, that just skyrocketed. Okay, fine. By like 3% or something. 5,650. 5,565. We need 2 tons of steel. Steel, we already said that it's, let's say, imported steel. That's going to be 1,000 goes into steel. Oh my god, what's with plastic? Seriously? Plastic is very expensive. Whoa. Well, maybe we should start converting recycled plastic into plastics and build a plastics factory. 2 tons of plastic, there we go, boom. This already doesn't work because this plastic is more expensive than electronics, which is very weird. We're gonna obviously talk about plastics as well. Yeah, electrical components, and the last one was, what was the last one? Chemicals, alright? So chemicals are also very expensive. So we need 1 ton of chemicals, 1 ton of plastic, and 1 ton of steel. So this is 2,100 plus 2,100 plus 2,500. That would be 4,600. And steel will be another 5,000. That's 500. That's 5,100 to get 5,600. So per ton, we would be earning 500 rubles. 500 rubles per ton of plastic. And where is the plastic? If I was a plastic, where would I be? Electronics, nuclear. I think that was under chemical. Here we go. Plastics factory. Recipes. Plastic. Dinosaur juice and chemicals. We still need 1 ton of chemicals to get 2 tons of plastic, more or less. That would be generous, but like approximately. And plus we needed 30 tons of dinosaur juice, which is a lot. So, yeah, just bear that in mind. This is a big factory. This is the same, I think. No, this is a little bit less chemicals. It's 2 to 1 directly. This one is less, so this one is more trickier. PET factory. Okay, but still, that's a lot of dinosaur juice and like needed for this vanilla. This could be easier to calculate. Yeah, like 1 ton of chemicals and 5 times more oil. So how much is oil? Oil. Yeah, I mean 5 times this, 1,500, and then 1,500, and then chemicals 1 ton. That's 1,000. That's 3,600 to get 2 tons of plastic. 3,600 to get 2 tons of plastic, which is 4,000. This is for now the best thing for us to start making plastics. And 18 a.m. if he's watching this video, he's having a fun time, very fun time. He's the best plastic person in this game. He's the one who made the plastic power plant. Yeah, plastic seems to be very... Previously, the argument why he's making fun of me, ATM, love him, the greatest guy ever, greatest Canadian ever, I know, probably. He's a really great guy. He taught me so many games, and he's really very smart, and I like him. 18 a.m. I told him once, no, never export plastic, not worth it. But that was even before the price fluctuations, so technically I was right, but just my stance on that was a little bit rough. So yeah, I totally understand. Wow, that's a lot of fuel that we imported. We're getting close to another loan, guys. We're getting close to another loan. Tourists. Oh, that's gonna be pricey. Dinosaur juice, and then we have 12 tons of clothing. That's a lot of clothing. We're still gonna need this loan. How are we doing with loans? Oh, I mean, like, yeah, we had a rough patch, but I think this is very good. Okay, let's just get a loan to be on the safe side. Anyway, I think I will take a longer break between the episodes now. I will be focusing on doing everything that needs to be done here, but I think we need to progress this game a little bit more. So unless something really critical happens, I'm just gonna be focused on pushing this development of the industry. Oh, right, the industry that we have yet, just so I know that we're gonna have to do that. What we need to focus on, what I would like to focus on, too many uninvestigated cases. Yeah, that's still 27, still there are fake news. The last thing we needed to focus is on electronics. Electronics are right here, and then we have vehicle production, electronics, here we go. We need plastics, electrical components, and mechanical components, and then we can make electronics. I think this is 2 to 1, 2 to 1, 2 to 1. I'm just gonna calculate. It's not really everything 2 to 1. I don't want to run the calculations. I want to do this in my head because it's obviously going to be flawless, and nobody can complain then about anything. It's not 2 to 1. Can I say 2 to 1? I'll try with 2 to 1 because it doesn't look like it's viable. I don't even know the price of electronics. I'm already making these decisions. My bad. Electronics. I'm seeing oh my god, they're barely. Oh god. Okay, but you get 2 of these. So you get 2 of these, 3,800, that's 7,000, let's say 7,300. We need 3,200, one of these. We need one of plastic, 3,200, and then plastics, 2,000, 3,200, this is 5,000, almost 6,000. And then we need, what was it, mechanical parts, 1,000. 1 ton of mechanical parts. 1 ton would be 1,000. Barely any profit. To be honest, if you want to export anything, it's plastics. We need to go for plastics because they are so much, they're so priced, so much priced now. And I can even probably rush one of the oil fields just to, you know, make a plastics factory out of it. So yeah, that would be probably the best best thing for exports, even though I'm not looking into this because historically I was always afraid of the plastics. So I was so afraid of plastics, and now I have to admit that I was wrong, and it's really hard. But yeah, anyway, I would rather go the simplest route, what to do next by doing this. You go for your imports, you go for this year's imports, and you see where you spend the most money. And that's an easy one. Fuel and bitumen together is almost 1,000,000 rubles in this year, and I think that's case closed on what we should be doing. So I think I should be going for the refinery, and I should be building this refinery and focusing on paying off as much loans as possible. At the same time, focus on the other elephants in the room. One of them being the city for the coal mine, but also probably focusing on this. Again, I'm really afraid of getting new construction offices constructed because I know we need them, but I'm afraid of this. So I'm kind of leaning towards I don't want to say cheaty option, but the easy option. That would be to go for, dinosaur juice and just do this. So, oh my god, this is so horrible. The priorities here are absolutely bad. Yeah, the gravel is not even being touched, to be honest. We're processing so much gravel that it's not even putting a dent. If we had more dumper trucks, it would be a different story. Anyway, so this is what seems to be our my next goal, and I'm hoping potentially even to finish the refinery by the next episode that you watch. What I'm trying to, well, we have 10 minutes till ish left in this episode. I'm thinking about finishing the refinery. Let me just see how much did we actually import this year. Oh, it's still not the end of the year, by the way. 1,000 tons, 1,300 tons of fuel and 1,000 tons of bitumen. If we go and see vanilla refinery, that would be this one here. Vanilla refinery, it's 100 tons. That we would be replacing this in 10 days. But the year has 365 days, but that's fine because this one requires 500 workers, and I doubt that we would be able to supply more than a maximum 150 workers in this refinery. 3 shifts and all. Yeah, we do have all these people here, 500 at the moment, but 3 shifts plus I need those people for other work. Yeah, it's just a mixed bag how much I would be willing to invest workers into this refinery, which is still great. It's a great deal. 10% of that would be 12 tons of fuel per day in 100 days, which is less than a third of a year. We would be already be self-sufficient. So even third of that means 30 people working in this refinery, we would be self-sufficient. But yeah, this refinery is it's not a double-edged sword. I think it's a go-to place because I didn't find any much better mods. I love the small refinery, which is exactly what we would need here, but I think it's more realistic for us to build a bigger refinery and lean into these oil fields that we have here, and there's another oil field just down the line here that we can potentially easily tap into. But yeah, anyway, so this is the story of this setup that I'm trying to build here. I will go and focus a little bit now on finishing the refinery. There's a couple of things I didn't plan here that we might need cheap dinosaur juice. That means that we're gonna need, let's go and prioritize this. Yeah, that's gonna be rolled quickly. Prioritize this as well. And yeah, let's prioritize this. I don't know why I'm prioritizing all the roads. Because there's whatever, just finished. I'll finish it on my own. Here what's gonna happen, these roads over here, they're just gonna be used for construction roads, and I'm intending on connecting them to approximately here, middle of this circle, when this asphalt is done. And then I don't know how far I'm gonna go with them, but here, this is the important part. This is the oil field. The oil field is a tricky one because, as you remember in the last calculations, we did some calculations on how this oil field should look like. First of all, pumping stations. Let's talk about pumping stations first. I will leave the oil pipes on the ground level, except when they are passing the road. So let me show you what I think, how I usually design my oil fields. We need 3 into 1, and it needs to be this is underground, overground, absolutely. Liquid pumping stations, 1 into 3. Let me see vanillas. We do have some vanillas, and I think that they're way I want to say way more expensive. But no, they're not. Wait. They have different... You know what? I never used these ones. Do we have the pump jacks? Did I ever... Foreign pump line connection, serious? I'd never used this one. Wow. Oh, cool. Oh, we can import oil this way. Ooh, that's something to... that's gonna be interesting. I wanted to go with the pump jacks to see if we have alternative pump jacks. We don't. We only have vanilla pump jacks. That's fine. The pumping stations here. Oh my god, not the snow. Not the snow. I can't see anything anymore. Okay. Let's try the pumping stations. These non-vanilla ones. Thou shall not be mentioned. This is liquid pumping station, and this is liquid pumping station. I think they're both overground, and I'm fine, whatever they are. Looks like they have... oh wow, they have multiple whoa, this is game changer. Just because they have so many inputs. Yeah, sure, let's do this. Because they need to go in this direction, I think I can play with them a little bit like this. Yeah, I never use this. This is the first time I'm ever using these pumping stations, by the way. One from the left-hand side and the rest of them from the right-hand side. Absolutely how I wanted it. So do... Oh, and I am probably gonna have to do it like this, so they are in range of all of this. Yeah. Are they supposed to be in range of this? Actually, I don't think so. I think I need to be in range of this one. Let me see if I can... Because this is what I was planning for storage for bitumen and dinosaur and fuel. So yeah, those two things. I'm gonna go and build this to here. Is it gonna be too long? No, it's gonna be fine. Is it connected? I hope so. So yeah, this is where it needs to go. Here on this side, I have this many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I go for the same pumping station, I can even rotate it in this direction. I need to have one output, and looks like this output is gonna have to be in this direction. No. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Yeah, this has 5 inputs, 1 output. And I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this is a tricky one because I will need more inputs here. So I will need another one of these. Why am I saying this? Because I know for a fact that I'm gonna try to connect another oil field here. You can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connectors here. Now we have to be careful with the roads, how they are built, but all of these need to be connected to this man, to this guy. So that's gonna be a lot of parallel pipe. Oh, that's gonna be clean then. That's gonna be looking nice. Okay, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 1, 2, 3 oil. So I can only connect 3 here. So let me do this. This is 1, and that's fine. And then this one needs to go. I think I'm gonna go like this, and then here. There we go. This, and then I have this is the extension of the future pumping area, which here I'm gonna have. Oh my god, I think this might not be the smartest thing to do. These 5 connectors to this one pumping station might not be the best thing, because we are making long pipes, because they cost steel. This is where the steel... My god. 74 tons of steel. Ooh, I'm not sure about this anymore. Oh, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 of them are going to be probably connected to here. This is going to be enormous, guys. This is going to be so expensive. But look, the pipes don't break down. That's a positive, I guess. They tend to be set on fire, though. Oh, we are done with this one as well. What are we talking about? We talked something about electronics and stuff. We talked about plastics, actually. Where are the plastics? Is this the plastics? Where's the plastics? Recycling of plastics? Did we research the plastics? Yeah, we did. So this is the plastics factory. Research plastics. Okay. So where is plastics? Renewables. These guys. I don't think it's here. This is steel. Dinosaur juice. Chemistry. Semiconductor. Oh, here we go. Okay. So this is something recycling as well. It has a symbol there. I know this is also theory, conspiracy theory time. Conspiracy theory time. The symbol for plastics and symbol for recycling is the same, and this is what people in the plastic industry did intentionally. So you're confused as a consumer to think that every plastic is recyclable, but it's not. So anyway, very, very interesting conspiracy theory. I love it, and I'm not even sure if it's a conspiracy theory. Anyway, so I think these, I don't think these are appropriate pumping station for us. I think they're meant to trick us, and I think they are conspiracy theory as well. So these Rob's pumping stations are only good if you have a very short area where you need to connect all of them, all of the pumping stations on very short area. So potentially over here, it might be good, but over here, I think it's a wasted resource. So first, like when you have this long, maybe it's not. Wait, maybe I'm not saying this correctly. If I build like one of these, let's say these modded pumping stations, even though let's say that the price is fair, which I think it is, I can only use this for pumping further oil. All of these guys need to be very, very close together for this to be worth it. I think it might even be better to build like in the sense of the in the manner of the vanilla one, how vanilla one is supposed to be built is 3 inputs, 1 output, and that's it. You know, given that one input has to be from the previous connection of the extension of the oil field. So if we go and actually connected this in the same manner, like not in the same way that that we need it this way. No, it's like this. If we have one of these pumping stations, you know what? Why am I pressing on this? This is stupid. This is stupid as well. Go away. You're a fake news. If I use it like the vanilla one, I think it would be way better to use it that way. So let's try. Let's give it a go. So we have. We need one pumping station in this. So price-wise, I think they're fairly priced, but the way I'm trying to use them, I think it's very wrong. So can we do it in this direction? This is just pumping it further. So if I use it this way, and then I have like ground level pump, and then 1, 2, 3 overhead over the road, and then from here just go down here. If I do it this way, and then here, don't connect any additional pumping stations, but build one over here in the middle of this oil field. I'm gonna have to build overpasses here. First thing that I'm gonna have to do is connect all the roads. This is why I'm not too bothered by the pipes at the moment, because we need to connect all the roads. And just seeing time, this is just this is time waste. You're gonna see when I build it. Anyway, leaving it here. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think, how you feel, emotions and all. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it, and if you want to support the channel, you have the description of the video. See you next one. Bye.